It affects the entire body. Anxiety doesn't just trouble your mind, it slowly destroys your body from within. In this video, I reveal 10 terrifying damages that anxiety inflicts on the body, from irritable bowel syndrome, heart palpitations, to premature skin aging and a weakened immune system. Did you know that anxiety can even cause brain inflammation and chronic muscle pain? Watch this video to the end to learn about the scientific reasons behind these effects and natural, non-chemical treatment methods. Hello friends, I am Dr. Farzaneh, a specialist in molecular medicine. In this video, we want to explain the impact of anxiety on internal organs in a clear and simple way, and introduce you to easy home treatment methods. So stay with me until the end of this video and use the miraculous methods to improve the effects of anxiety. When you are anxious, it's not just your mind that's affected. Your entire body is screaming, from the stomach to the heart, from the skin to the muscles. One of the significant effects that anxiety has on the body is on the stomach and digestive system. Anxiety stimulates the nerves of the intestines and causes digestive disturbances. Anxiety stimulates the vagus nerve, which is the brain-gut connection, and causes intestinal spasms, bloating, and constipation. Additionally, anxiety disrupts the gut microbiome and causes inflammation. Anxiety disrupts the enteric nervous system and leads to reduced blood flow to the digestive system and increased inflammation. Did you know that by using very simple foods without chemical drugs, you can eliminate the effects of anxiety on the digestive system? Research has shown that beneficial gut bacteria like lactobacilli can reduce and even eliminate the symptoms of anxiety on digestion. Eating yogurt and probiotics can be very effective and can also replace the lactobacilli that have been lost in the gut. Ginger and mint tea are also very beneficial for this purpose, as they help reduce stomach spasms and eliminate the effects of anxiety. Ginger has anti-inflammatory effects that help eliminate the inflammation caused by anxiety, allowing the digestive system to function well and find calm. Anxiety has a significant impact on the heart. Heart palpitations and high blood pressure are negative effects of anxiety on the heart. In fact, when anxiety occurs, the hormone cortisol causes blood vessels to constrict and blood pressure to rise. Anxiety causes an increase in adrenaline, leading to premature ventricular contractions or heart palpitations, and also makes the heartbeat irregular, while constricting the vessels raises blood pressure. Prolonged stress and anxiety triple the risk of a heart attack. So, what is the treatment? Very easily, without chemical medications, you can activate the parasympathetic system and lower blood pressure by practicing deep diaphragmatic breathing exercises. Of course, consuming magnesium, which is abundantly found in spinach and almonds, can also help prevent heart palpitations. Another method you can use is to take a deep breath and apply pressure to the abdomen, which stimulates the vagus nerve and regulates the heartbeat. Of course, magnesium and potassium are also found in bananas, and a deficiency in these electrolytes is linked to heart arrhythmia. This means that if you use these two substances, it will help eliminate the effects of anxiety. When you are anxious, it causes the collagen in your skin to break down, leading to premature aging, acne, and eczema. Cortisol destroys the collagen and elastin in the skin, causing wrinkles. Additionally, anxiety weakens hair follicles, leading to hair loss. A very simple and non-chemical treatment is using a honey, amalgam, and aloe vera mask, which significantly reduces skin inflammation. Additionally, rosemary oil is very effective for hair growth and stimulates hair growth. Another effect of anxiety on the body is its impact on the immune system. Anxiety causes the production of white blood cells to decrease, weakening the immune system, which is essentially the body's defense against microbial and viral invaders. Anxiety reduces white blood cells, especially T cells, making the body more vulnerable to viruses. I have a very simple and good natural remedy for you. Vitamin D, which is abundantly found in sunlight and also in mushrooms, can easily strengthen the immune system. I recommend making a homemade chicken soup that contains carnosine, which acts as an anti-inflammatory, and add a lot of mushrooms to it. Lactic acid accumulates in the muscles, so the muscles constantly experience chronic pain and are in a state of continuous cramping. A natural and non-chemical way is to use magnesium and salt baths. This helps reduce muscle pain. Additionally, yoga helps relieve muscle cramps and prevents the muscles from experiencing chronic pain. The next issue is brain inflammation. Anxiety causes the brain to become inflamed. How does this happen? Increased cortisol and adrenaline reduce neural synapses in the hippocampus, which is the memory center that gets damaged. Chronic anxiety causes brain inflammation and increases the risk of Alzheimer's. A natural treatment without chemical drugs is the use of meditation and mindfulness. If you meditate for at least 20 minutes a day, your brain's alpha waves increase and reduce inflammation. Additionally, aerobic exercise increases the secretion of BDNF, which is a neurotrophic factor that helps the brain repair itself and eliminates all the effects of anxiety on the brain. The next issue caused by anxiety is sleep disorders, such as insomnia or frequent awakenings during the night. Anxiety causes you to have an overactive sympathetic nervous system. In fact, you are in a constant fight or flight mode, always. Increased cortisol, known as the stress hormone, disrupts deep REM sleep. And studies have shown that anxiety is associated with a decrease in melatonin and sleep hormones. The natural remedy is deep breathing. The 4-7-8 breathing technique means inhaling for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, and try to exhale over 8 seconds. This method activates the parasympathetic nervous system and reduces heart rate. Of course, chamomile tea, which is a great blend, also has a calming effect on the GABA receptors in the brain. Red-orange lighting before sleep reduces blue light and instead naturally increases melatonin in your body, allowing you to experience a good and restful sleep. When you are anxious, you experience breathing problems. Anxiety causes overbreathing, which increases the levels of CO2 in the blood, leading to dizziness, palpitations, and numbness. The treatment is very simple: diaphragmatic breathing. Research shows that this method helps regulate CO2 levels and activates the parasympathetic nervous system. Of course, using a paper bag while breathing can also compensate for the lost CO2. When you have chronic anxiety, you experience migraine headaches. How does this happen? Anxiety causes muscle contractions in the head and neck and dilation of blood vessels in the brain, all of which are migraine triggers. Additionally, anxiety leads to a decrease in serotonin, which is closely linked to migraines. The natural remedy is the use of peppermint oil. Studies have shown that the menthol in peppermint, with its cooling effect, causes the blood vessels to constrict. Research has also indicated that magnesium deficiency is associated with migraines. Therefore, fruits and foods that contain magnesium, such as bananas, are very effective for this issue. Anxiety causes the release of cortisol and adrenaline, which prompts the liver to release glucose. In fact, it is a survival mechanism. This condition causes a constant increase in blood sugar levels. Chronic stress and chronic anxiety are associated with insulin resistance. And if this continues over time, it becomes associated with diabetes as well. Natural methods have shown that 30 minutes of aerobic exercise, such as walking daily, can improve insulin sensitivity. Cinnamon is also very effective, and studies have confirmed its blood sugar lowering effects. Anxiety affects your body through the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis and the autonomic nervous system. The natural treatments I mentioned work by regulating these axes and reducing inflammation. The 4-7-8 breathing technique, which involves inhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 7 seconds, and exhaling for 8 seconds, along with anti-inflammatory diets like salmon, turmeric, leafy greens, spinach, and walking in nature reduces cortisol levels by 20%. Daily anxiety is eliminated. If you frequently experience anxiety, try to practice diaphragmatic breathing and meditation every day. In the long term, aerobic exercises and an anti-inflammatory diet will prevent the negative effects of anxiety on your body. In this video, we review 10 effects of anxiety together. First, the effect of anxiety on the digestive system, stomach, and intestines. Second, the effect of anxiety on the heart and causing increased blood pressure. Third, the effect of anxiety on the skin and premature aging. Fourth, the effect of anxiety on white blood cells and weakening the immune system. Fifth, the effect of anxiety on muscle spasms and muscle pain. Sixth, the anxiety's effect on brain inflammation and forgetfulness. Seventh, sleep disorders and insomnia and frequently waking up during sleep. Eighth, the effect of anxiety on respiratory problems. Ninth, the effect of anxiety on migraine headaches. And 10th, we examine the effect of anxiety on increased blood sugar. There are several other videos on the channel about the effects of anxiety on the brain, memory, and the secretion of cortisol and adrenaline hormones. Watch those too. It's not a bad idea to gain very useful information. Send this video to your family members and friends so they become aware of the effects of anxiety on their bodies. Maybe your life will change. If you want to know more details about each treatment, leave me a comment so I can prepare new content. Comment your email to me so I can send you an anti-anxiety diet. Subscribe to the channel. Also, hit the bell to get notified of new content quickly. I love you. Take care of your health.